2. Wait, you didn't give me the things again. Every time, Pelham. Every time. God damn it. Hi, everyone. Hello. As always, I am your host, Nathan Kate, brought to you special today, sponsored by the Googly Eyes. And this is my co-host, Spoiler Swag.
Nathan Kate, I gotta say, your eyes are looking so bright today. Did you get a lot of sleep?
I got some new products, yeah. Yeah, actually, I did get some sleep last night. I got kicked in the head only twice.
Wow.
Yeah, so, all right, yes. I cannot see a damn thing, but I'm sure I look good.
You look great.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Nice.
you too.
All right. Well, as always, thank you, everyone who is watching. I can see by the chat here that we have at least the people that we paid to be in the chat, so that's nice.
That's good.
Glad to see you guys join.
Good job.
As always, we've got Pelham in the background there, so when you see us talking to someone off camera, that's probably Pelham.
Pelham.
And so, there we go. There's
He's a
Pelham.
monster.
We started our new kind of format, the Nathan, Kate, and Spoiler Swag show.
Sorry, I don't recognize you without your glasses.
Without my glasses, sorry. Here, I'll put these back on. I can't see a damn thing. I'm exactly in the wrong spot. So we started the new format, which is awesome.
Nathan, Kate, and Spoiler Swag.
Yeah, it's taken on a little bit of life of its own. I like the fans kind of running with it a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I think what we've pitched is that we are now going to do it as a buddy cop show.
Yes, absolutely. Where obviously I am the straight-laced kind of do it by the book, and I think one of our watchers actually kind of put some part of this out there. And you're obviously the recluse, flying by the seat of our pants. And then we've decided today that Pelham is going to be the near-retirement staff sergeant who just, thinks that Spoiler Swag is, a great cop, maybe one of the best cops, if you don't stop your bullshit antics and live to see the next week.
We're by the book here, Spoiler Swag.
So I could totally see this taking off. I really like it on so many levels.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. Oh, here. Sorry. Let me move my googly eyes.
Thanks. Oh yeah, at least put them up on your forehead.
Well, the problem is I don't want to do it because look at the top of my forehead. I did that last night.
What the freak did you do to your head?
Well, I'm going to tell you, but don't judge me. Okay. So it is possible that I have really poor depth perception.
Okay.
Because
you put googly eyes on your glasses?
Yeah. Because all through my entire adult life, my close friends have called me Nathan Head Injury Stewart.
Oh.
And so I think my head's just larger than I think that it is.
I see.
And I think maybe you guys with hair have some kind of, it's like whiskers, maybe you guys have some kind of sense of where the boundaries are. But since I don't, I constantly hit on things. And so this is so embarrassing. Last night, brushing my teeth, I lean down to the sink to spit, and I come back up and I hit the mirror vanity.
Wow.
And not only did I hit the mirror vanity, but I hit the one spot on the mirror vanity that's sharp as hell, which is the metal hinge. And it just goes boom, and I go, oh! And it's one of those,
no.
I want to kind of scream a little, but I stop.
Yeah, it looks like it bled for a little bit.
Oh yeah, and so then I come out and I see Sandra and I'm like, I hit my head. I go, it really hurts. And she goes, what? And so I start to tell her, and then she goes, oh, you like really hit it. Like, hang on, let me go clean off the blood. So
you do have kind of this adorable peak.
Yeah.
On top of your head that maybe is unwieldy.
Just a little bit higher than where I think it goes.
A little too high.
Yeah.
You gotta leave room for that noggin.
I know. I got to, and I think that maybe my brain's been growing in a good way, not a bad way. I mean, not like some kind of weird brain disease.
Like a swelling of some kind.
A swelling. That John Travolta movie where his brain actually started and he got really smart.
Yeah, and then it comes out of his head. It comes out of the pores on his head skin. Do you remember that part?
You're thinking of Face Off.
Oh yeah, I get those mixed up.
All right, so what are we doing today?
What kind of dumb crap are we up to today?
what kind of shenanigans are going on today? I got to be honest, I don't really have an agenda because we've already spoiled everything, right? I mean, this week was crazy. We announced the stream of Many Eyes.
I know. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I can't believe we kept a lid on that for so long because it's such a big production that's going on, and
touching pretty much everyone. I mean, everyone's either gonna be there or has worked on it up to this point or will be working on it for the next month nonstop.
Yeah.
A
Greg's
lot of
down
people
there
outside
now,
the
right?
building, huh? No, Greg's kind of like running this thing,
Yeah.
and he is on like a week and a half vacation right now. Like he's off the grid. Actually, he's not off the grid.
He's right on the grid.
Anybody who follows him on social may know that today he just posted gold. He posted, I think they were on the train up to New York or something, but it's like a full-on, front-on Greg Tito shot, tongue sticking out.
Photoshop.
Oh my God, it's just so ready. So ready. And I don't know why he does this. I mean, seriously. Does he not know?
You. Yeah, he's baiting you.
He's baiting me. So that's going on. Yeah, but he's gone, and it was, I mean, I would say it's poor planning on his part, except for the real reason that he's there is his parents' 50th
That's
anniversary.
right. Yeah.
So it was really their poor planning.
Yeah, they really should have thought that one through.
They really should have thought that through.
Like, 50 years from now, he's going to be running a really important live streamed event. So
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe book it a week from now.
So, okay. Yes, we will definitely blame Tito. Okay, so yes, Kate's shirt is awesome. I noticed.
I think it's your shirt that they're talking about. I need a close up of Nathan Cates' shirt.
Oh, well, here.
Nice.
Do you even rage, bro?
It's so good.
So good.
Oh, is this for they're both going to be at doing the Jocks Machina show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like ringleaders on this. They've
Yeah.
been sitting down talking about their plans on this for a few months now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this is going to be big. This is going to be like Battle Royal style. I mean, not like the you did the C Team where it was like the Battle Royal, kind of thing on there, right? With,
I did. I wasn't up there for that one, but they did the
that one?
Battle Royale at
Yeah, so I don't mean Battle
East.
Royal like that. I just mean like, holy shit, like this is like all fighters, all tanks. And then Mike Merrills is running that one. So I think he's pretty much got carte blanche to just throw some crazy ass stuff.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be wild. I also, I don't know who Joe, because I think Joe has been handling the like lineup for that. What did Pelham just do to you? Pelham, what did you just do?
Son of a.
Pelham.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Weird glitch.
We have a glitch.
Can you change my name back to Nathan Kate? I don't know what this at.
Yeah, what is Kate Welch down there? Who?
Yeah,
Please.
we gotta fix this. Spoiler Swag and Nathan Kate, and get the at right. I don't know what this immortal whatever stuff is there. Okay, wait, what were you saying about Joe?
You lost an eye. I just noticed.
I don't know what you're talking about. I clearly have all three of my eyes.
Joe, how do you say his last name?
Manganello.
Are you serious? That's it? Manganello. Manganello. Okay. So it's like Jello and manga. I can remember that.
I mean, technically, if you were saying in Italian, the Agnello would is a sound in there, but it's
Manganello.
But you gotta say it with your hand then if you do it like that. It's Manganello.
Right.
But it's a hard G.
Okay. So Joe Manganello is picking the cast for that Jocks Machina game, as far as I understand. However, I did submit my resume to be a bench warmer just in case they need a last minute. Yes. And I tweeted it at Joe. I said, listen, I know you probably got your lineup and everything, but if you need someone off the bench, and then I gave him one of these.
You did?
And I pointed to it like this.
Now,
and he liked my tweet.
He did? Now, can I ask you the question, though? I mean, like, if you were in the gym with Travis and Joe, could you hold your own?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay, good.
No.
Yeah.
But, maybe they couldn't hold their own with me. Can they do aerial yoga as good as me? Definitely not.
Probably not. But I heard that Travis used to be a stuntman besides being a voice actor.
I heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're both very strong boys.
Yeah, and I played in a game recently when we were down there. Chris Perkins and I were down there for another secret mission. Dun dun dun. And so we were down, and we reached out, and Joe and Travis were both available, so we got together for a home game.
Yeah.
And so
that's right.
it was Joe, Travis, and then it was Joe's trainer, Ron Matthews. And so, have you met this guy?
No.
Okay, he's been in the office, but I think it was before you got here. He, not last year, but the year before, was basically like the reigning champion for Reebok's CrossFit Championship.
Right.
For men like over 40 or whatnot. And I don't know if you know about
Nice.
CrossFit, but like you have to walk on your hands for 100 yards
It's a
and
lot.
do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And so we're at the table, and at one point I'm just looking, and I'm going, oh my God, like we're
Look
at
at all
a table
these
full of
boys.
Goliaths.
Yeah. Look at all these big muscle boys. Just think about, like, if you guys suddenly got stranded on an island or something, that'd be good eating.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Although, would it? Because wouldn't you want to be a little more like me?
No, I don't think I'd eat you.
Don't you want some fat though? You want
A little, but they've got some fat. It's not like they're low. They're like no body fat at all on them boys. It would be lightly marbled.
Lightly marbled.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Whoever loses in the Jocks Machina will potentially be eaten by spoiler swag.
Hopefully, I mean that's the goal. I assume that's why everyone's coming to the.
That's
to
why
the
everyone's
Extreme of
coming?
Many Eyes.
Yeah.
The chance to be carved into steaks.
Real time.
Yeah.
Real time.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, cool. Okay, we'll do it live. Hey, so sometimes people come and watch us because they want swag or spoilers.
All right, well, I guess that's all me then.
Your spoilers and
I have
swag.
spoiler swag. All you got is Nathan and Kate.
Damn it! I really got the short end on this deal.
I got a little fun stuff.
What do you got? Wait, I got a spoiler.
Okay.
You're a mother.
Yes.
Mother's Day is coming up
Yes.
quickly. It's
Yes.
a week, right? A week from Sunday.
Yep. May 13th, I think.
Okay,
yeah.
so I got you. Actually, I got the fans an early Mother's Day present. I got a bouquet of flowers.
Really?
Yeah. Helen, did you save that for me? Do you have that?
Oh boy.
Okay, we'll bring it up in a minute. Yeah, I got you a.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I love about corpse flowers is the smell.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people don't notice it, but the smell is really potent. And frankly, I mean, if I could be totally honest,
it says right here, and I quote, horrible odor, with or without humanoid corpses nested in its body, a corpse flower exudes a stench of decay that can overwhelm the senses of nearby creatures,
I just love
causing them to become nauseated. Now remember, it's become nauseated, and this is one that's definitely was caught probably by Jeremy because become nauseated is a correct use. The stench, which serves as a defense mechanism, fades 2d4 days after the corpse flower dies. 2d4 days. I'm going to start actually measuring my my things in that. Hey, how long have you been married? 7d20 years. Actually, speaking of that, two of our, I'm going to call them family, I think they actually do use this table for their for measuring their days, and so they sometimes get some stuff wrong. Do you know Danny and Chris? Danny Hartel and Chris.
oh yeah.
So they, happy anniversary, by the way.
Is it their anniversary?
Well, no one would know because they forgot. They both forgot their anniversary.
That seems very on brand.
It totally is on brand for them, right? And I think it's because they were just like, hey, our anniversary is coming up in 2d4 days. And so they were like within a window and they forgot until after.
If you don't know, Danny Hartel is the costumer who has done all of the C-Team costumes, but also a ton of the stuff for Wizards. Like she does work for y'all too.
Oh, she's been our go-to for a long time on
Yeah.
crazy stuff. It's more like, hey, we got something weird and a little cool.
Yeah.
Danny, what do you got?
Do you know that if you guys ever saw the PAX West where Chris Perkins came out dressed as like a lich, right? Was he did like a big Tomb of Annihilation.
Oh, when he came out as a Sarah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
he had the skull mask
Oh.
that was like magnetic that he could take off the front of his face. If you haven't seen this costume, you should look it up because it's incredible. And Danny did that one, which is a masterpiece. So good.
That's not my favorite Danny piece, though.
What is it?
My favorite Danny piece was the giant helm. For a couple of reasons. Number one, I got the cutest picture of my daughter Harper inside of it. Like it was life-size giant helm, frost giant helm. We did it. We had a PAX on display there.
I didn't see that
and
one.
So it was not like screaming like get inside me and take pictures at the show because the way I was sitting on the ground. Unless you're a 3-foot-high adventurer, and then you're just like. And so, yeah, I got these great pictures of Harper just kind of peeking out of a giant's helm. And when you come up to it, it's just like the axe is by my door. Those are part of it. She did those too, which are obviously
Where's
really cool.
the helm now?
Pelham? Is it at your house?
Pelham, do you have it?
Wouldn't fit in my apartment.
Pelham,
It wouldn't?
Pelham's head would never fit inside of it.
Maybe it's a Danny's.
It's just all ego.
Yeah. All right. Someone's calling you out for calling a Sarek a lich.
Yeah, so I understand and I get it. However, that's the kind of gatekeeping nonsense we're not about on the 5th edition team. So I'm calling you out right back.
Okay, well, you know what? I bet you could make it up to him.
How?
What do you got next to you?
I'm not making it up to him, but I will make
just to all of them.
I'll just make it up to you, Nathan. We have a very few copies left of the very beautiful alt cover version of Xanathar's Guide to Everything, which is a multiple Board Game Geek award-winning book now. I keep seeing the medals on people's desks that say Board Game Geek, like Game of the Year.
Oh yeah, I've noticed Jeremy and Mike actually wearing them around the office. I've seen them go to meetings wearing their.
It's heavy and it's like something from like they look like Public Enemy cover band or something.
Nice. And the art on this, so this was the second alt cover book we did, and so this is one of my favorite Hydro 74 pieces.
This is so cool.
Not just because of the googly eyes, although they help, but if you see there, if you give it a little shimmer on there, the shimmer and shine
Oh,
is
look at
so
that
good.
shimmer. Look at that shimmer.
And the soft touch on it is beautiful.
So soft.
And then this one, this is a great combo because the regular cover with the focus on the goldfish, and then this focus on,
It's just all goldfish all the way. It's
beautiful.
It's so good. I love this cover.
And it feels very fitting that you'd be giving this away, considering we've been focusing so much on Stream of Many Eyes, and there's so many eyes on that book.
Yeah. It's perfect. We did this on purpose.
Squishy Pride says, is this version still available or no? And the answer is, I have no idea. It's not technically available in the sense we don't have any more in the warehouse. So this was a friendly local game store exclusive, so you have to get it at your hobby stores. And they may or may not have any left on shelves. We don't know. But I think you were going to give that one away, so maybe Squishy Pride, maybe Squishy Pride can win it. We're going to open a raffle.
Yeah. Pelham will hook you guys up with the rules on this. Speaking of friendly local game stores too, we have a copy of the alt cover of Mordenkainen's here. Should we show it again? Have you shown a close up of that one before?
Which one?
The book that's coming out in 2 weeks.
So pretty.
It's so pretty. So
look at that.
I'm sure you guys have seen this enough now, but we've got the alt cover of this book too, which is, it's also shiny, but kind of in a much more subtle way that I love. Like some of the splash work here, it only shows in the light, so it looks different in the darkness. It is such a cool piece. In the back, it's also very cool.
You know the other reason it's really cool?
Why?
It's not out yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's exclusive. You can just look at it here, but you can't crack it open. However, this version is going to be in game stores, local game stores, same as Xanathar's was on May 18th, I believe.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
May 18th, and then 2 weeks later, the 29th, 2-ish weeks later, then the regular cover comes out and is available at all of our other cool retailers.
Well, cool. Let's have this segue into a version of today's programming that you don't know about, which is where I ask you questions that you give me the truthful answers to.
Okay, great.
Okay, I've written them down.
Oh, God.
So, do you know how many days between the hobby store release and the main release? How many days in between?
11.
11. Do you know why?
Because 11 looks like 2 sticks, and a colloquial term for 2 sticks would be like double sticks or double hockey sticks, which is the end of how people used to say hell, and the book has a big section on demons and devils.
I did not know that was why. All right, good answer. Okay, second question for you. What is this No Stone Unturned hashtag about?
No Stone Unturned hashtag. I'm not familiar with that one. What? Can you
Tell
give
the
me
truth.
Give me some. Okay. All right, the truth. Hashtag No Stone Unturned refers to the practice of some folks in the community of going into pits that are filled with stones, turning them over to look for secrets about how to get early copies of Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. And it's a weird place to look for them. I will tell you. Yeah. But, you know, when you're desperate for this cool new content, you will go to lengths. Yep, and that's the truth.
How many people in the chat want to call bullshit on that one? I'm just asking because I think that it has something to do with the Stream of Many Eyes.
Well, then, let me hear your dumb version of the truth.
I have no idea. I saw this on the website. I saw we did like the press release on the Stream of Many Eyes, and there was a Morse code thing on the bottom.
Oh.
And Axis, I think, was the first one I saw posted, although I think they said they had some help, but posted what the thing was. There was like a Morse code decoder on.
What did it say?
It said #no stone unturned.
Like, I'm supposed to know that. Like, I got time to sit around figuring out what Morse codes mean.
I didn't know
I'm
either.
trying to run this fucking game.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I left out a letter. I'm trying to ruin this fucking game.
Ruin. Okay, that's more like it, Aubrey Plaza. All right, so second question in our barrage.
Yeah.
What is your part in the Red War?
My part in the Red War. What an interesting question. I feel that I could not disclose it publicly, else everyone in the chat would be murdered by Pelham. By viewing this program, you do end up actually putting your lives at risk because Pelham can kill you through the chat.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Good job, Pelham.
What are we waffling? What are we waffling?
This signed book, this signed thing with the thing. Here, let me
The
see.
Xanathars. The
Xanathars?
Xannies.
Huh? Just?
Give me some of those
You think we
Xannies.
need more stuff? So it's signed. How about that?
We'll sign it twice. Yeah, we usually have a lot more stuff. Nathan Kate. Oh, yay! All right, I gotta sign it like someone who's got nothing left to lose.
Yeah. You'd be a good cop. Maybe the best cop. If you could just get your act together. God damn, if I have to come down and pull you out of one more donut shop. No, I don't know. I was going to go more R-rated, but I didn't want to,
One more adult toy store.
like an Akihabara.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of adult toy stores, I used to have this boss when I was at Xbox. His name's Albert Pinello, those of you who know him on the interwebs. And every year for going out for Tokyo Game Show, he would rack up the biggest toy bill you've ever seen. That dude would max out his credit cards and buy
toys?
Toys, like crazy robots and cool Japanese things that you couldn't get in the... Like, he had a problem. And I say it's a problem, except for then years later, he sold his whole storage shed full of toys. I think it was when him and Dara were getting married, or maybe when they were having a kid.
Yeah.
Sold his whole storage shed. I think he was close to $100,000 on his storage shed of toys.
Holy cow.
Yeah, like it was big bucks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then he went and immediately spent it on candy. Okay.
That's what you get to do when you're a grown-up.
My next question. Is it true you're working on Spelljammer?
No.
Is that what you would say if you were working on Spelljammer?
Yes.
Okay. Next question. And this is more the question, like kind of a statement question.
Okay.
So the internet is all abuzz.
Is it?
Yes, with a rumor that Rosie will be at the Stream of Annihilation playing with Dice Camera Action. Is that true or false?
Is it true? I think it's true.
Aren't you Rosie? Jesus.
I don't know what I'm doing. So here's what I do know.
Okay.
And can I be truthful about this? Can we just
Can
spoil
you?
it?
Can you?
Can I?
Can you?
All right, I will.
Okay.
So I know that Kate Welch, sorry, who's Kate Welch? She's not here. Spoiler swag will be sitting at least one table as herself playing. However, I am also, as Rosie Beestinger, going to be playing apparently in the DCA game, which is very exciting.
Wait,
Am
what
I?
table are you going to be at as you?
At Deborah Ann Wall's table.
Oh. That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. And if Joe will just give me the time of day on these guns.
Okay, but I have heard that Rosie Beestinger in full regalia will be at a Dice Camera Action table.
So yes, I believe if they're doing everything in costume, that is true. There's also a third thing that I've been invited to do.
By whom?
Tito.
Blame Tito?
Yeah, blame Tito.
What is it?
His legal name. There is I don't know if I should say this, but my name is spoilers swag. There's one of the games that'll be played is it's like the LARPy type game.
Oh, no. No, you're not saying that one. No. That is too far a spoiler. All right. Pelham, can you edit that in post? All right, cool. Live post-production.
Spoiler swag, living too close to the edge.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, so next time Nathan will be going over the topics that I'm allowed to talk about on the show.
All right. So.
It's been so nice working here, Pelham. It's been real.
Wait, did I say Stream of Annihilation?
You did. I think you meant Stream of Many Eyes.
Can you time travel?
Yes, can you?
I've always wanted to time travel. Okay, sorry. Stream of Many Eyes.
Mini.
Why the sad face, Squishy Pride?
Oh, because Squishy Pride probably didn't get the Xannies.
Oh.
But we could give Squishy Pride another shot at it if you want.
Is the raffle still open?
No.
We can do a new one.
Let's do a new one.
All right.
Do you have a second book?
I do.
Is this one signed as well?
Not yet.
Let's sign it.
See? Different book.
That's the same book.
That's the same book.
Man, we are like a well-oiled machine here, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
Well-oiled machine.
No signatures in this one, nice and fresh.
Okay.
Got that fresh book smell.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smells like victory. Do you know what that quote's from?
Yeah, it's from Chinatown.
All right. Well, let's do this. First person who knows what that quote is from, I will let you pick the page number
I'm just going to Google
that
it.
I flipped to.
Don't Google it. We'll know if you Google it.
50 Kitty got it.
Who?
50 Kitty.
Apocalypse Now. That's what I meant.
All right. Who got it? Oh, we got a lot of Apocalypse Now. Not Full Metal Jacket. It's definitely Apocalypse Now. Who do you say got it?
50 Kitty.
50 Kitty?
Correct.
Like 5-0.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have 2 Y's.
Yeah. Oh, like 50 Cent. Yeah.
Fitty.
Nice.
Fitty.
Fitty.
Kitty Kitty.
All right. So 50 Fitty Kitty. Should I turn to page 50, or do you want to pick another number?
Oh, it's filthy.
Oh, Filthy Kitty. Oh, well, that's cool too. I guess.
Filthy. Oh,
I mean,
filthy.
Kind of different. Yeah. So okay. So Filthy Kitty. I already signed it.
Oh, you want to turn to a page in the new book. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
All right. So you want me to turn to page 22? Is this correct? 22, Filthy?
Oh, boy. 22 is a good page. I
Okay.
don't know if you're going to want to spoil that one.
I don't know. Do you know what's on 22?
Yeah.
You do not.
I've read this book so many times.
Oh my God, 22 is good, but 23 is really good. All right, so let's do this. Let's not show that. Can we do the zoom in? Can we try the zoom in camera?
Yeah.
Am I in the right spot?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, it doesn't.
This is a tough thing for us to do.
There we go.
It's not. It looks like it should be a mirror, but it isn't, and it's freaking us out.
All right, so let me read a little bit to this, you guys. This one is talking about the Glacia. Do you know Hell's criminal mastermind?
Of course, I know Glacia.
Grants her tieflings magic that is useful for committing heists. Mm-hmm. For committing heists.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that would be useful. I might play a tiefling in the next adventure.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played a tiefling.
Can I tell you a factoid?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you 2 factoids.
Okay.
Number 1, I invented the tiefling race
Great.
years ago.
I bet you did.
And then number 2 factoid is tieflings have now become like the 4th most popular class for character builds on D&D Beyond.
That I do believe.
And do you know why?
Why?
I think it's Critical Role.
Ah, yes.
Because
yes.
they shot up with a bullet, and I think it's because they, doesn't Critical Role right now have 2 tieflings on there?
I believe so. There's also Strix. Don't forget about her.
Strix, which, by the way, you notice the internet was all abuzz because someone said that Strix was a warlock from Sigil. Did you do that on purpose, Pelham?
Do what?
Exactly. That's what someone would say who did that on purpose. Son of a bitch.
What did Pelham do? It's true, isn't it? She's from, she says it's Sigil, but...
What did I say? Sigil?
Yeah.
What's the internet say? Sigil or Sigil?
It's 50-50. Even in the office,
Is it filthy 50?
It's filthy.
Filthy. How do you say Menzoberranzan?
I say it like Menzo Baranzan, but I heard Salvatore say Menzo Baranzan,
Yeah.
which fucked me up.
Yeah.
I've been living a lie.
All right. So
Oh, she's a sorcerer.
she's a sorcerer. Did it say warlock on there or sorcerer on the thing? And then the other part, I thought she was a trash witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's her own class.
Which is badass.
I think that's why, because she never calls herself a sorcerer. She calls herself a trash witch. So I was
Yeah,
like, I
which is
guess
awesome.
she's a warlock? I don't know.
But yeah, I think in terms of, so Laura Bailey's character this year in Critical Role is so fun. So fun. Like last year I thought she was cool and I love Liam and her together kind of interactions and stuff. But I think she's like secretly, not even secretly, I think she just stole the show.
Good.
Yeah, so that's fun. So she's the tiefling. So I think that really does it. The other thing that was really interesting is to see the Warlock Hexblade pop up so high after we did Xanathar's.
Yeah, Xanathar's, so for the people who are getting it, who maybe haven't looked at it, Xanathar's has a bunch of cool player options, like class sub-races, subclasses, excuse me. And they've I think a lot of games ended up getting tweaked and creatively enhanced once Xanathar's came out, which I thought was really, really cool.
There's a general consensus on the internet that it's a hard G in Sigil.
Sigil, huh?
Yeah. So the internet has never been wrong.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is Laura coming to the Stream of Mini Ice?
That is a big giant maybe.
Okay.
Probably not because of math.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
math.
I don't know her exact due date, but I know that we're getting a lot closer on June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Hey, live birth on Twitch.
Ratings will be off the charts!
I'm just saying. Nobody's saying what we're all thinking.
All right. Well, I think that's an opportunity.
I think so too.
I mean, if we're going to be, honest and kind of behind the scenes, I wrote Travis out. I was just like, there's no way Travis can be able to do it.
Of course, yeah.
Because it's just getting too close. And and I'll tell you a story about my too close moment here in a second. But I wrote him out, and then we were talking and hanging out, and he goes, "Oh no, June 1st." He goes, "Oh no, I definitely, I've got weeks. Like, yeah, no problem." And I'm like, yeah, okay.
That's how babies work.
That's how babies work. So I'll tell you my story is that my daughter was born on June 8th.
Okay.
I don't know if you know what happens every year around that time. I don't know how many E3s you've been to.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But I'd been to a ton, and I was already booked to go to that E3. Had a lot of stuff going on.
No.
And but her due date was like June 28th.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so it was like the 5th or the 6th, and it's a Friday, and Sandra's going in for her regular visit. She goes, "Why don't you just come with me to this visit, and let's just have a good solid maybe you're going to E3." Maybe you're going to E3,
right.
Depending on things. So we go into the doctor's visit, and the doctor looks at her and she goes, "How are you feeling?" Sandra's like, "Feeling all right." And she starts describing a couple things that sounded like indigestion, and the doc's like, "We're going to take some blood tests."
Huh.
That night, we were at the hospital, and the next day we had a baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a champ.
Yeah.
She's
You mean
like,
me or her?
Not you.
Oh, I didn't have the baby.
I know.
Yeah.
She's the one who's like, I don't know, I got some tummy gas. They're like, you're in labor.
Yeah, it wasn't even labor. It was some crazy stuff. Like, it was some weird-ass stuff.
Weird.
Yeah, it was definitely not, oh, yeah, no problem, we're going into labor. It was like, we're getting the baby out now.
Whoa. Oh, that's scarier.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Did they have to induce? Is that what happened?
They tried to induce, and then they came in and said, no, inducing's not going to work. We are getting the baby out now. We have minutes.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was scary.
Scary.
Actually, a real truthful story here. There was like 23 minutes that were the scariest minutes in my life where I thought I would be a single dad.
Holy shit.
Where I knew that my baby was okay, but I didn't know if my wife was okay.
Oh my God.
And so from 122 to 145 was just like. And my brother was there with me and his wife. So I mean, I had the I had nice family support stuff and whatnot. But it was the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Jeez. Did they have to do a C-section? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, let's get on to good stuff.
Anyway,
We're going to these dark places.
Wife and daughter are all healthy now, and I've not met Sandra, but I have met Harper, and she's incredible.
She's a delight, right?
She is such a cool kid.
Yeah, and her monster drawing skills are
Off the charts.
Yeah.
She made like a half beholder, half. What is it, like dragon?
Roper, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Roper.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's something going on there.
The other thing is her new favorite company is WizKids.
She's all about the minis now,
She
right?
loves the blind boxes. Not only does
Yes.
she love the minis, but she loves the blind boxes.
Yeah, the blind
she doesn't
boxes
want
are
me just to
smart.
bring minis home. She wants to open them.
Yep.
Yeah, so Justin and team, thank you for sending me boxes of minis. My daughter loves them. I have a couple other notes here. I already got to the happy anniversary to Danny and Chris. I had a couple of questions on the interweb. Have you had any questions? Did people ask you questions on the internet because they know you're going to talk?
Zero.
Not stuff they want you to spoil or anything?
No.
So someone asked if I will play at the stream of Mini Eyes, not Annihilation, and I got to be honest, I will probably not be playing on camera. But one of the things that is really cool about the stream of Annihilation that we did last year and the stream this year is that it's kind of like a big summer camp for D&D, and so we have so many fun people part of the D&D community and stuff, and there's lots of kind of downtime in between when different people are going on shows. And so what do D&D players do when they have downtime? They play D&D. So we'll probably have like a lot of off-camera playing.
Yeah.
So I'll get to play. I'm guessing. I mean, we're gonna be there for roughly kind of 28 hours. So I'm roughly I imagine I'll get 6 or 10 hours of D&D playing time in. So that'll be good
That will be good.
Yeah.
We're only there for 28 hours?
on camera.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it around the clock?
No.
Okay.
We were going to do it around the clock, but Hasbro is a family company, and we were not allowed to give speed to the cast.
Aww.
Yeah, that was strictly...
What if they get speed on their own and we don't know about it? Is that okay?
Well, it depends. Is it like a we don't know about it, or is it a we don't know about it?
It's we don't know. If you're... no drug use, please.
Yeah.
Please come sober.
Yeah.
Speaking of please come sober, the Sunday, you can buy tickets. Are they sold out yet?
No, they are not sold out because it's just. I mean, it's a big deal to like fly into LA for that weekend and do the whole thing and stuff. So I think that they're going to go soon. We saw a really good response initially, kind of spread across the board, so that's cool. I saw one person who was super excited to see Deborah Ann Wall's game.
Oh yeah.
So Deborah Ann Wall will describe herself as a kind of a new player.
Sure.
Like not that into it. You know how long she's been playing?
Like her whole life, right?
No, just like the last 7 or 8 years.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But she still considers herself like a noob. And she DMs like 2 games a week.
Right.
When she's out on set in New York, she like recruits new players and DMs them. So she's amazing, and I've played with her a ton, and she's a great player. She knows the rules better than me by far, and she's an experienced DM. But there's some kind of I don't know whether it's nervousness or whether it's just there's this idea that I'm kind of new. I've been playing for 7 years, so this will be the first time that she's DM'd in front of any kind of camera.
Wow!
And so I'm really honored that she's doing it because I asked her. I said, "Hey, would you be interested in doing this?" And she thought about it. and was like, I would do it. And one of the reasons I wanted her to do it is because I know how cool she is as a player and how well she knows everything. But I think it's fun for people to see cool, awesome female people leading the hobby. You know, we've got you, we've got Kate, we've got Emmy, we've got Shauna, we've got Liz.
These are all employees here.
Inside the building.
Yeah.
You know, we've got great outside folks. I mean, Danny's great in the community. We've got Satine Phoenix. You know, we've got Lauren. We've got Anna, you know, DMing. We've got Holly DMing now and doing this stuff. But I just think it's really cool that we're, you know, kind of able to showcase some of these kind of high profile, you know, fun female DMs who just have a completely different style than the next DM and showcase it. So I'm really kind of excited she's going to do it. And this is a bespoke adventure. Like, she's writing the adventure.
Oh, she's so cool.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
When I found out she was DMing, I begged Tito. I was like, please.
Please let me play in her game. Please let me play in her game.
I'm so in love with her.
He's in love with her too, by
I know. Yeah, he told me all about it.
And I'm hoping that EJ will come down to the show. EJ is her
partner?
Companion.
Yeah.
I don't know what to. And he's come on and seen her film Forest Gray stuff, and he's really cool. Have you seen the Dots? Have you seen the folks that do the Dots Twitter? I think they were at PAX and everything. They do the Braille dice.
The Braille dice, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're sending me a set of dice that I'm going to give to EJ because EJ is medically blind.
He's legally blind, right?
Yeah, and he's got a degenerative eye disease that Deborah and him do a lot of awareness on.
Totally.
And so he got me inspired to talk to the Dots folks, and so we're looking at how to help them do some cool stuff and make D&D a lot more accessible.
Good.
And so, yeah, but I got a set of Braille dice, and I think it's got the numbers and the Braille on it.
Cool.
So that you know, it's kind of more fun at the table. So we're really going to try and suck him in. He has never really played D&D, even though Deborah's hardcore about it. And he's a giant comic book nerd.
Right.
So I'm like, giant comic book nerd. Your partner in crime here is like a huge D&D nerd. Like, that should be an easy crossover, right?
These can come together. Hey, have we ever... I just got a question from someone who asked me very sweetly last night or this morning. Have we ever published a player's handbook in Braille?
Not yet.
Shouldn't we?
Well, that's part of what we're talking about.
Okay, so we're going to talk to these Dots folks about...
We're already talking to them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
okay,
they're amazing. They were really good conversations, and we're going to get their help to kind of do the thing. I don't know if it will be a book published in Braille, to be honest. There might be some significant challenges around that, but I think the more important thing is how do we make the player's handbook super accessible to the vision impaired?
Exactly, yeah.
Yes, so that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I would love to be a part of that.
Yeah, okay, well, I will loop you in.
Please,
all right.
Thanks.
You just get added to all kinds of projects. First Spelljammer, now this.
There's no Spelljammer. Or is there?
Where is there? Speaking of weird projects, this is another one. I just saw a Seattle Times article today. Did you see that?
Nope.
So there's a Seattle Times article today, and the picture is none other than Pelham.
Oh, good.
You.
Oh, no.
And CJ.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of awesome. So tell me, when CJ was working here as the associate game designer, were you his boss?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, bossed him right around, told him what to do, taught him a lot of great stuff. I think he really got a lot out of the experience.
Nice. You didn't, did you?
No. I think he was reporting to Shelley, wasn't he?
I think he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you posed for that picture there, and it looked like you guys were playing something.
We were.
Something new?
I mean, it hasn't gotten out of the prototyping phase, but it's a little bit of an exciting photo if you can zoom in on it. Hopefully, there's nothing to zoom in on, but you never know.
Do you think that? Do you think maybe you and I could take it down to the Stream of Many Eyes and just play it there on camera and not even tell anyone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could be in the background scene of one of the other games playing this game together.
Yeah.
And just.
And we could probably loop in anyone. I have a bet. I have a bet with you.
Okay.
I'll bet we can grab any two players in there, and within 5 minutes they know how to play the game and are having fun with it.
I will not take that bet because I believe you, and I think that you're correct. However, there is one thing. At the end of each round, you're supposed to, at the beginning.
Take a shot?
You take a shot, and then you're toast by round 3. No, it's at every other card game that I'm used to playing, because I don't play Magic. I'm used to picking a card at the end of my turn. But in this game, you pick it at the beginning of your turn. And so every time I'm strategizing, it comes around to my turn, and I'm ready to play. And literally every single time, the designers have been like, remember to draw a card. Remember to draw a card.
Oh, that's interesting. I haven't thought about that because we play a lot of board games in my house.
Yeah.
We have a lot of games that it's draw a card at the beginning.
At the beginning? Yeah. It's so weird that I literally have never remembered. I've played I don't know how many rounds of this game.
Yeah, I just played a match with Roscoe and Jordan and Chris Lindsay before this, and this will be no spoiler. Chris Lindsay pulled shenanigans. But I just played it right before here, and it was funny because I wasn't trying to play. I just was walking by, our kind of like prototype table there, and they were out there, and I was like, oh, hey, I want to jump in. And I played, it was like 4 minutes, and then I was on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's easy to pick up and put down. And yeah, I mean, if you feel confident about putting that out at Stream Many Eyes, I'm there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that game a lot.
All right, so that's a thing. So Pelham, mark that on our list of things to take down to the event. Hey, what time is it?
It's
we got to be a little conscientious of time today. We're going to end on time, and I'll tell you why. My really good friend from college, Amy, and keep in mind college was a while ago for me.
Yeah.
So we've kept in touch. She's getting married in Vegas tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and her soon-to-be husband was the DJ at my wedding.
So you're leaving? You're leaving for the airport?
Like when we get done with this, I'm going and grabbing my stuff and to the airport.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I think we need to give something else away.
Yeah, what have we got?
Well, I got something special.
Do you want to do the last non-special thing first?
What's the last non-special?
Well, I mean, it's still special, but we have.
No. Let's do this one first. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Whoa. Just a normal size magic card.
Normal size.
It looks bigger on camera.
It looks bigger on camera. This
Adds
is not
20
the
pounds.
actual size. No, this card here. We are not going to be giving away this big giant card. This is my personal card. You pulled a classic spoiler swag. So this is an oversized one. But let me show you what the real ones size-wise look like, because I think Pelham's got the special camera. So here is the.
There you go.
So this card.
So shiny.
So shiny. I think today's theme is actually shiny.
Yeah.
Everything we've been doing is shiny.
This is the shiny episode. I got my shiny shirt.
Gives her a shiny shirt.
You guys can see my shiny shirt.
So this card, actually, Pelham, can we zoom in one more time? Because you know what's better than giving away one of those cards?
Done.
Is I'll give two people can get these cards. So this, I don't know Magic yet. I've never learned to play Magic.
Me neither.
So I got these mainly because this was a crossover. So I think it was something called Unstable.
Ooh.
Was the set.
Okay.
And so this is the Sword of Dungeons and Dragons. And I know in Magic that there's different levels of cards. And I know this one is badass because it's shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does it say? It says, equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from rogues and from clerics. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a 4/4 gold dragon creature token with flying and roll a d20, a 20-sided die. If you roll a 20, repeat this process. Equip 2.
So basically, if you pull this card out, you get a gold dragon and a sword.
Yeah.
You win.
It's not bad.
Yeah. This card probably isn't even street legal.
No.
Yeah. But
This is black market.
But I've got two of them. So Pelham, if we've got the raffle, we can give away two of these shiny, beautiful
I don't play
cards.
Magic, but it's so shiny, and it says Dungeons and Dragons on it. So I kind of just want it for that.
Yeah. Right. So that's pretty cool.
Should we deface it with our signatures?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. This, believe it or not, this card is probably worth something.
It's probably actually worth something. But
Yeah.
think about how
much
less it would be worth if we
Right?
autographed it, so people wouldn't sell it. You wouldn't end up on eBay.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good
We'd
point.
devalue it real quick.
Hey, I have another pseudo spoiler. I don't know if this is a real spoiler or not. So I've seen some people asking questions about Origins.
Oh yeah.
And some people were asking, I think, if Greg Tito was going to go. And I'm like, I don't know. Let me ask Erin Tito. And she'll probably say, hell no, that guy gets to go to too many fun things.
Yeah. He's home with the kids.
He's home with the kids. But I don't know if Shelly has mentioned Shelly's going to Origins.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Shelly
man.
Moo
We're gonna party.
going to Origins. More importantly, are you showing off your muscles to Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, I know you're watching.
More importantly, she is going to be taking Axis and Allies and Zombies.
Ah, yes.
So that people can play there. So she's got, like, I think production samples that arrived the day before Origins that she's, like, grabbing, still, like, hot off the press, like, literally hot. And she's going to take them there, and they're going to run as mini games of Axis and Allies and Zombies.
That's so cool. I got to work. Do you know I got to work on that game?
You did not.
I did.
You tell a lot of lies on this show. Is that a lie?
No, it's not a lie. It's actually not a lie. I got pulled into a meeting about naming some of the combat abilities in that game. And
Really?
so,
Was that like your first day?
No, this was only a couple weeks ago.
What?
Came in kind of hot.
Yeah. That's the theme on this one, huh?
Yeah. I was very excited. It was my first time. It was my second time naming something, and the act of naming here is very interesting. And so, the first naming that I got to do was a meeting with Chris Lindsay, Shauna Narciso, our senior creative director, and Chris Perkins, and we were all trying to come up with a name for one of the books that's coming out next year.
Oh.
Which we did come up with a name and I'm happy to report that it was a name that I pitched. So,
really?
And this is the book that I've been doing the primary editing and design work on since I've been here.
So this is your first baby?
It's my first baby.
So excited.
I know.
Spoiler alert, it's going to be named Spoilers and Swag.
Yep.
Do you know how the naming process really works, though?
I mean, I assume there's magic, and you got to consult a fucking scrying pool, and
then you have to. I'm the final check mark.
oh, but you liked it.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
Because it was on our last Nathan, Kate, and Spoiler Swag show.
Oh yeah, we were looking
That I
at the
showed
visuals.
you and you squeed.
Well, you know what? We will promise you this, audience. Spoiler Swag's first product. We will announce it together on Twitch. Whether it will end up being a Fireside or not, I don't know, because we might need to do it like on a different day than we normally do.
Right. Yeah.
But I promise you this: that I'll just call it the spring product.
Okay.
The spring product will get announced by us with the visuals and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So we'll do the whole 9 yards.
Cool.
Or 10 yards.
It's 10 yards.
Isn't it the whole 9 yards?
It is.
But what would the 9 yards do?
Well, so I'll tell you. 9 yards is the amount
of dirt that it would take to cover a body.
Yeah, exactly. And so if you're doing 9 yards worth of work, that means you're really burying that body.
Well, that means you're completely burying it so no one can find it, because you
Exactly.
don't want a half-buried body.
No, you want to go the whole 9 yards.
You want to go the whole 9 yards. The irony here is, earlier we were talking about CJ Prosite from the Seattle Seahawks, who was your intern.
Yes.
And if he went the whole 9 yards, that wouldn't be as good.
No, that's not a good amount of yards.
No, that would be like 1 yard
Wait,
short.
what do you mean CJ's from the Seahawks?
He's the running back for the Seattle Seahawks. Did you not know this?
Nobody tells me anything.
You didn't know you were playing with the running back.
No!
He's on the Seattle Seahawks.
Palin, did you know?
We're in a picture with him. I thought you knew.
Oh my God! No, he doesn't point to himself and be like, "I'm a Seahawk."
Well,
Just FYI.
You didn't notice the Notre Dame shirt that he was wearing?
A lot of people wear Notre Dame shirts.
Especially ones who went to Notre Dame and were the running back for Notre Dame.
God dang it!
Yeah. So
I could have gotten his autograph.
Yeah.
CJ, come back! Come back!
He's going to come back next year, I think.
Oh, good.
I think he really had fun on the.
Oh, good.
It wasn't an internship. We hired him for a thing, whatnot, for a brief period of time.
Yeah, he was a contractor, right?
Yeah, but we had fun. He did great. Yeah, that was cool. All right, so we've got about 6 minutes. Do we have any other questions? Let's go to some questions. I think this time we've been a lot more talking and a lot less kind of question asking. So, the origin, the whole 9 yards is disputed. No, it's not disputed. It's
We just
totally
told
about
you.
Yeah, we just told you. If there's anyone disputing, then you do not get the next swag grab.
Yeah, which is?
Which is what? Well, you got one more book. Let's give away that book first.
I was going to make it dramatic.
Were you?
All right,
Okay, let's
we
do
got
it again.
one
Can
more
you edit
book.
that in post, Palin?
All right, here we go.
Edited. Okay.
Actually, Nathan Kate, we have one more piece of swag to give away.
What is it?
Okay.
Too much? Okay, let's try again. Try again. Where do you want me to come in? How do you want me to do the thing?
Just be
politely surprised, and I would say moderately interested.
Okay.
All right, ready? Actually, Nathan, Kate, we have one more piece of swag to give away.
Oh, do we?
Yes, in fact, we do. It's another Xanathars. Pelham's terrible at his job.
God damn it, Pelham, you had one job to do.
Thanks.
All right, I will sign this one as well.
And it's not signed.
All right, so we will sign this one.
What is Kate's favorite part of the design process? So far, I have not had the chance to like write whole cloth an adventure, although I am in the midst of doing that right now for something. And so I think that the meetings where I have been able to collaborate with people about just like invention has been so great, so cool, because we kind of get to make a lot of stuff up here. I don't know if you guys know that.
I've been told that it's a bowl of creativity and imagination. Yeah.
But I'll just be like, to go into a meeting, sometimes some of our narrative designers will pull me in a meeting and be like, hey, we're brainstorming like personalities for a whole bunch of wizards. You want to come in? I'm like, yeah! And we just like brainstorm all the different wacky kind of wizards we could imagine all hanging out together.
How many of the personalities that you come up with are from people that you know in your life, like your brother, and you're like, oh, you know what, he's totally blank?
Oh, yeah. There is a certain amount of that, but there's also like, I don't know, I get very excited when I think about the possibilities of magic being pretty much limitless as sort of a definition of magic. So you could be like, let's have a wizard who is trapped in a mirror, but on purpose. Like, let's start from there. What is that wizard's backstory going to be like if they're in a wizard, if they're in a mirror, but like they like it there? So to just like play with all of the different ways that people can be magical is really cool.
Well, it'd be fun too if you started going on a thing, right? Because like maybe the wizard, the beauty of it is that he or she can't actually cast magic from in there because they're like in some kind of plane and whatnot, but they have the know-how.
Right.
And so whoever's holding the mirror, they can like tell them how to do it. But like us with this monitor, they get it reversed.
Yeah.
So the magic
Oh,
actually...
yeah, it's all backwards magic.
Oh.
That's why it's so hard to do this. No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
See?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's why you guys pay me the medium bucks around here, and not just to sign your paychecks.
That's right.
All right. So what else we got? We've got time for like one or two more questions. Question: last time you hinted Eberron would be this year. Would you be able to say it is or is not this soon-to-be-announced adventure at Stream for Many Eyes? AK318. Did I hint that? I've also hinted that we're working on Spelljammer and Dark Sun.
Yeah, I don't think you hinted that we're working on Eberron. I think he's trying to pull something out of you.
Some shenanigans,
Yeah,
right? It feels
yeah.
shenanigan-y.
It does.
Also, I mislead a lot. I took over the D&D Twitter the other day and like put that, hey, is all this just a whatever? And I'm like, I have no idea because they don't tell me what's going on, so I just did that.
Pelham, did you give him the password to the D&D Twitter account? What is wrong with you? Have you seen what he's capable of?
Yeah.
I'm changing it.
I'm changing it. Question. What is your ideal familiar?
Oh, red panda.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine would be river otter.
That was going to be my other choice. Yes.
Also, I do like pseudo dragons.
Yeah.
In terms of the thing, but I mean that's kind of like played out.
Probably a baby gray render.
Oh, speaking of gray render, did you like the gray render pancake?
I loved the gray render pancake.
Oh, I have a question. Who is Adam Glover? Oh, unfortunately, Pelham, we are out of time. I have to go to the airport. I really do. I have to go. I'm going to Las Vegas right now.
Who is Adam Glover?
You know Adam.
Do I know Adam Glover?
All right. So everyone, as always, thank you for playing with us. You guys have been awesome. I'm going to give these cards to Pelham, and Kate, or Spoiler Swag there, is going to give the books, and we're going to send those out. I think that this is going to happen. This is my spoiler. I think Kate and I are going to get together mid-month this month and do some more spoilers. Probably not swag. Okay, probably spoilers and swag.
Yeah, we got to.
Because we got a lot of stuff coming on, and I think we've got some other things to announce and share. So we're going to do like a special mid-month, maybe not even on a Friday, We'll post as soon as we know. But I want to say thank you to everyone, especially to Kate's biceps and her googly eyes. Yeah, hit us up at Kate Welch and at Nathan B. Stewart. Good places to ask questions, to send cat gifts to. Oh, hard G, just like Sigil. Obviously, it's a hard G.
But not like Jith Yankee.
Not like Jith Yankee. Good
Right.
call. All right, so everyone out there, Adam Glover, the whole cast and crew, thank you guys very much, and we are out! Pelham, one more time.